Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Plus 2 podcast. Now, this episode was filmed live on YouTube, so the YouTube chat had a big influence on the podcast, and I had a lot of technical difficulties, including my camera not working, so the image quality is not the best, and then my microphone that I have right here, it did not want to come in time, so I did not have that on the podcast. And my wireless microphone I have right here, it is it's a Lightning, and I need USB to connect it to my computer, so that didn't work either. So audio quality is not the best either, but this is all fixed for the next episode. So next week everything will be improved. Now, don't forget to follow the podcast if you're on Spotify, or subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube, so that you don't miss the next episode. And let's get into the podcast. To start, let's start with introductions. My name is Oscar. I run the Oscarwsh YouTube channel, and I am a speaktuber, and I'll be your host for basically all the episodes, so very excited. And we actually got a special guest coming soon, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into more about me. I am a sub 20 solver. I also main blind, although I'm not good at it, but hopefully that will come. And this podcast is all about, speedcubing, all the fun that can come from speedcubing, and hopefully we can, make a good podcast and live show together. So if you got anything that you want me to talk about, then put them in the comments. It should be right there, I guess. And let's get into it. So, as I said, we had a special guest coming today, and here we have him, Mr. Cube Insight.
Hello. So yeah, I'm Cube Insight, and I do stuff, a lot of cool stuff on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I am here on the podcast with you guys. Oscar invited me. My real name is Farokh Mahmoud. I am 15 years old, and I will be your co-host for this program. So yeah, that's me. That's me. I have
Unfortunately, we have
bookshelves.
the alt cam right there, I guess,
Yeah.
because I bought a podcast microphone, and it got delayed. It was supposed to come yesterday, but it got delayed,
So
I don't have it. And my Boya mic right here, it only has
Boya.
Lightning. So I have to use my phone, and yeah.
Basically, it's not Oscar's ideal first podcast situation.
Yeah, no, but next time we will have all of it. But if you guys want to pick up the Boya that I have here, then hold up, I gotta scroll through StreamYard here.
There's an affiliate link as well.
Here, there we go. Use that QR code right there,
use that.
and you can get the Boya microphone, and you also support me as a creator. So go do that. I guess we should start off with goals for 2026, because that's very important. Mr. Cube Insight, do you want to start us off with that?
Okay, so goals for 2026. My goals for 2026 are to get at least one solve under 10 seconds on 3x3. Another goal is to get a solve of under 60 seconds on 4x4. And also maybe go to some big competitions such as the European Championships and the Swedish Championships, and possibly,
Those are and
I mean, like,
possibly,
and possibly like make some better content on YouTube. As some people know, I have this cube with me, which is 10 years old, and I really need to make a video about it. And I have been procrastinating way too much, but hopefully a video about this will be coming out in the next year. That's my goals.
yeah, but like, I guess it's my turn now, seeing that there's only 2 people here.
Hey, we have
Three.
a person in the chat.
With the old.
Yo.
And yes, Boya. Always Boya.
Always Boya.
But my goals are to do well in blind, basically. Get a sub 1 minute on 3v3 blindfolded. Get a success in big blind, so 4x4 and 5x5 blindfolded. And then also get a 10-point multi-blind, which means that you have to solve, well, solved cubes minus unsolved cubes is equal to 10, basically.
Wait.
Well,
can you explain that again? Because I don't understand this point system.
Yeah, so basically you have the cubes that you leave in for multi. Okay, so, well, at my previous competitions, how much was that? Like 5 cubes. Oh, yeah. That competition vlog is coming soon. It's actually in production right now, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that.
But I left 5 cubes. If I were to solve 5 cubes, it would be obviously 5 points. But if I solved 4 cubes, then it would actually be 3 points, because they solved cubes, which is 4, minus unsolved cubes, which is 1 in this case, is equal to, well, what is that equal to? 3, yeah.
This makes no sense, like, whatsoever. Because I don't do blind events, and multi-blind in itself doesn't make sense. The point system just makes it worse.
I mean, I guess, but
I mean, it's really complicated. It's way too complicated for what it is. It should be like, okay, the person who solves the most amount of cubes in the least amount of time, they get like so and so many points. Wait, that's exactly how it works, though. But
yeah,
make it simpler. Make it simpler. That's my suggestion to the WCA.
The problem is somebody leaves 300 cubes.
Yeah.
And solves, say, half of them.
So
they
150
get as many points as somebody who leave 150 cubes then, and then solve 150 cubes.
I mean, no, because they did it to themselves. like if you memorize 300 cubes, you solve 150 of them, then they should get more points than a person who got 6 cubes and solved 3 of them.
Well, we don't make the rules here at or for the WCA, so
no, but like I think we should. I think WCA, if you're hiring people, I am here. I only take a small sum, by the way. I only take like, what is it, like 10,000 euros per month. That's around $11,000 per month. Yeah, and so I'm available for hire. WCA. Huh. I need a summer job.
Yeah,
I need a summer job.
Go hire Cube Inside.
Yeah, because I know what I'm doing.
Are we sure about that?
Yes, because I mean, look at me. I look like a serious, reliable person. Look me in the eyes.
Yes.
I look serious. Yes. Yeah. Look how many books I've read. Look how many books I've read. I'm a genius. So please, WCA, please hire me. Please.
Wait, why is it continuing?
What just happened to the stream? My ears just exploded. Like, because I have an AirPod in my ear, not in my other ear. My left ear does not hear anymore.
But if you guys want a slight spoiler for the competition vlog, I got a DNF in multi, 2 of 5.
2 of 5.
So that rule literally killed me because
But
you
wait.
need to get, or you also have to get at least half of your cubes.
I have a question
Yeah.
because I don't do blindfolded, but I know when you do like regular blindfolded, you memorize like the cube and you make it like oh, if it's like whatever the scramble is, you like memorize a story to solve it, kind of. So
Yeah.
is it like a similar thing that you do in multi-bind, but instead like let's say if you're solving 3 cubes, do all of the 3 cubes have like a connection between them? Or is it like completely independent stories? Is it like a novel or is it like independent stories?
Well, yeah, I do it. I do pictures for.
You do pictures,
multi,
but
and for multi, what you do is, so I have the cube right here. Corners are its own picture. Then the first half of edges is its own picture as well. And then the second half of edges is also its own picture.
I can zoom in.
Or for me, you could also do story. So then I also pick how many locations that for 3 cubes? That's 9 locations. What is happening with your? Okay.
I'm doing it on purpose. It's
I
absolutely
3. Sorry, 9. Not 9. I know how to count. 9 locations in my house, and place these images in those locations.
That's so cool.
So, I think I have the shelf by my door as my first one. Location, that is. So I put the first image there, and that would be edges part 1 of the first cube. And then I choose under my TV, I think. Yeah, under my TV as the second location. And that is then edges part 2. And then edges part 3 is some shelf I have in the living room. Or sorry, not edges part 3.
Oscar, check this out.
How can you improve at cubing? So you're a beginner.
Yes.
How can you improve
I'm not
on cubing or at cubing?
Who are you asking me?
Cube Insight, got any tips for the beginners?
So, if you're a beginner and you want to improve at cubing, one tip, which I think basically everybody will say, is just practice, practice, practice. And that's literally it. Like, because if you have a cube and you use the beginner's method, if you use the beginner's method with 0 practice, you might average around 3 minutes. But if you practice it for maybe a month, you might get your times to around 40 seconds or even less. So if you just practice a lot, you will be better. Same with CFOP. If you just practice CFOP enough, if you practice your algorithms enough, you'll just get better at them. So yeah, like that's what I would say.
Guys, are we ready to watch
Yes.
the Charlie Eggins Double world record? And I guess
Why is
this
that
is also the first world record, 3-blind world record with the new format, right? With the AO5 instead of the
Wait, have they changed the format? Oh yes, they have changed. Oh, the format. They have changed the format.
I mean,
That's
nothing wrong with
actually-
that solve. Then we get a
that's really
DNF,
good.
so that's unfortunate. Let's like it because it's very good.
Write a comment. That's the DNF.
Let's wait.
I think
Let's
it's bad
see
memo.
how.
I think he just messed up his memo there.
Oh, I
Execution
just
was
memo
like-
mess up. Not good memo there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what's good with this new system, because now you can get DNF and still get
Whoa.
good averages.
His slice moves are really clean.
That was good.
Yeah, he got it. Somebody said yes.
Somebody said yeah. This is a 13.85. Good memo.
That's basic. That's really
Nope.
really good memo.
A little pause there.
A bit of hesitation.
pretty good.
Okay, let's check out. Okay, good cube cover lift.
So this is the solve that locks in
That's
both
a
world
4-second
records.
memo. That's a 4-second memo.
4-second memo. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. That was
Oh,
like
we can't even see the
hesitation.
reaction. Come on, guys.
That was no hesitation on that solve. He just went all out. He had 4-second memo, and then he just
that was
sent
good.
it. Timon was the judge. Yeah, that's actually Timon. That's Tyrone. That is Tyrone Coca-Cola Shinsky.
Oh, it is.
It is.
That's why.
It is Tyrone Coca-Cola Shinsky. Oh my god.
And this was in Australia because of that. That was. I don't know what to say there. Apart from that was really good from.
I think
from Cheggins.
I think it's even more
especially on the last song.
Yeah, the 4-second memo is actually incredible.
4-second memo. Like, my memo was 40. No, my corner memo was 45 seconds. Just for reference.
Because I think something which is a little bit even maybe cooler is that he was judged by Timon. So either he was like getting like, you know, the Timon like aura affecting him.
I think he was getting the aura.
Or I think it's another thing, and I think that it is the fact that like I think if you're sitting next to a world record holder, I would feel like a lot of pressure like when I'm solving. I was really curious about
for sure. I would be feeling a lot of pressure.
Like how is he breaking a world record next to Timon? I mean, I get it, he's a world record holder himself, but that was just really like I was really impressed about that.
I mean, under pressure as well, with getting that early DNF, that puts lots of pressure on him, especially for the last solve where
there's a hat over.
I mean, last solve already won DNF and he just locked in.
Yeah, the thing is, I think he doesn't use like head like ear covers.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he doesn't use
which is like really. That's like, you know, the Turkish guy who was like when he was gonna like shoot like, you know, in the Olympics, he had like
that guy.
One hand in pocket. It's like that was basically what Cheggins was doing. He was like I don't need these like extra. He was like I don't need these extra tools. I'll just send it.
Next up, we have a very impressive thing from the GOAT of multi-blind, Siggens.
The absolute GOAT.
And he got 318 of 350 cubes blindfolded.
And
it was like a 10-hour solve. And it was streamed on YouTube, so, or not the live, but it is on YouTube.
Thecubicle.com.
It's just insane. 318 of 350 multi-blind. He memoed for like, I think he memoed for 7 hours, 8 hours, I think, something like that.
Not 6-7 hours.
No, but 7-hour memo, and then he executed in like 2.5, 3 hours. So it's like, how do you even do that? Cube Inside, would you be able to do this?
Do what? What
350 cubes blindfolded.
Yeah, sure. It's so easy. I do it every single day. What even is the question? It's like, obviously I do it. No, okay, I can never do it. I can never ever do it.
Like, I have problems with 5 cubes blindfolded, and this guy's doing 350.
Yeah, I did.
It's insane.
I do 2 million. No, okay, I do like 50 cubes blindfolded. No, I don't. I cannot solve blindfolded, so yeah. Oh my gosh, that was horrible.
But guys, in chat, there's some chats now.
Can you guys sub to
And
me?
he wasn't even happy with it. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
He wasn't even happy with 318, right? Yeah, 318 of 350.
That's the thing.
That's insane. It's a new world. Is that a new unofficial world record?
I think that is. But Wait, I just
No,
remembered something.
it's not. It's. I don't think it is because there's so many cubes not solved. 288 was of 300 was. That's 12 points.
If Stanley Chappell wasn't happy with his 5x5, I think was it like sub 1 world record? No, 1 minute 20 average world record, and he wasn't happy with it because, or was it 2 minute 20? I don't remember. 1 minute 20, I think it was. He wasn't happy with it because
wait, 4x4?
For 5x5.
5x5. It was a just sub 2. It was a 159 or 158.
No, it was 122.
It was not one. Well, I'm so confused.
Come on, like he's really good at it. So, what do you guys consider as like big cubes? So this is a 4x4. Is 4x4 a big cube in your opinion? And this is a 5x5. Is 5x5 a big cube? Like, where does the line go between big cube and not a big cube? Like,
Let me
I was just curious.
That is a 6. So, that's a 4. And do I have a 7? I should have a 7. There's a 7.
So we have a person live on the chat who is saying tomato cubing U5P is saying that anything bigger than a 3x3 is by definition a big cube. I don't think so. I think 4x4 is not a big cube. I think that 5x5 is like the line for a big cube. In my personal opinion.
I would say 4x4. It's just 4x4 cube. It's just a cube, or just not big cube. Then we have 5x5, which I would say 5x5 is a big cube.
That's what I think as well.
Or I think it's on the, like, you could use both interchangeably for 5x5. It's a big cube, yes, but you could also say it's a cube. And then usually when you say big cubes, you're talking about 6 and 7, 6, 7. But then it also depends on what event you're talking about. Because in 4x4 and 5x5 blindfolded, you just call that big blind. And that's because usually you only do 3x3 blindfolded. And these are so much harder that it's just, you just call 4x4 and 5x5 big blind, even though you may not call them big cubes in regular sense when you talk about all these big cubes right here. Or now I just call them all big cubes. When all the bigger cubes, then 3x3.
Yeah.
And then and a good way to put it is 3x3 is it's the classic. 3x3 is the cube you base everything off of. Basically.
The thing is
and
we don't
2x2 is not a mini cube or small cube.
The thing is we have like 3x3. 3x3 is like the standard. Like we all get that. But then we have 2x2. We don't call them mini cubes. And then we have 4x4. We don't call those big cubes, in my opinion, because I feel like there's this thing. If it's one lower or one higher than 3x3, it's still in that range of regular cube. If it goes outside that range, like a 1x1, 1x1 is a mini cube. Or if it goes to a 5x5, 5x5 is a big cube. Or if it goes to a 1.5 cube, then that's also a mini cube. That's my opinion.
What you can think about also is the time it takes to solve. Because 2x2,
this is a sprint event.
Very fast. 2x2 is a sprint event. For the best in the world, 3x3 is also a sprint event. Because it's under 8 seconds. That's a sprint event.
That means 4x4 is a regular event. 4x4 is the only regular event.
4x4.
Does that mean that
it's what do they average? Like 15, 20 seconds?
15, no, not 15. They average around 20. So if you think about that, 4x4 is the only regular event.
Or but I would still say that it's still a pretty fast event. So it can still just be done like, maybe not blink and you'll miss it, but it's still pretty fast. Like if you look away for
15 seconds
5 seconds,
is
10 seconds, you're missing like a big part of the solve. So that's why I wouldn't call this big cube, because it's still pretty fast. That's how fast I saw 3x3.
The best people on 5x5, 30 seconds. If you think about it, that's like a medium high range event, in my opinion. when it comes to time.
30 seconds? Is it actually 30 seconds? I'm
Yeah,
not
that's okay. No, not 30. It's around 35.
35.
Like the best in the world, around
Okay.
35.
Let's see.
So Timon got
Yeah,
a 32, I think, single.
but
They get like 32 averages as well. I look
it's
at it.
still pretty fast event. It's I would not call 5x5 a sprint event per se, but it's still, like I said before, like if you look away for 10 seconds, which is not that much time if you think about it, then you're missing a third of the solve.
But I think
Maybe
now that's
more.
I think instead of now you're going quite far into like the best people in the world. But I think if I look at like the average person,
But-
like me, look at me.
For
I-
me,
Yeah,
it's 2x2 in like 5 seconds. That's sprint. 3x3,
That's sprint.
20 seconds. Still pretty fast.
that's regular. That's
4x4.
That's regular.
4x4, 1 minute, 20 seconds. So a bit slower. A minute slower. But still decently fast.
Can I
Maybe
just
not
do a quick
decently fast.
Can I do a quick
It's okay.
demonstration?
But 5x5, it just skyrockets up to 3 minutes.
I can do a quick demonstration of what people like do, like how quick a 4x4 like professional solve can be, with my own brand new method, which is under development, but not done at all. So quick demonstration about what a quick like 4x4 solve could look like. I've started solving, and then two centers are already done. Oh no, he's so quick. And then like
I think there would be on like edge pairing right now. I think they'll be
and then
done
like
to edge pairing
they
right
would be
now.
on edge pairing, but right now, edge pairing is done. Wow. And then they would just solve like the 3x3
And about
stages.
now they would be done, I think.
About now they would be done, exactly. So if you think I just got you 3x3, but it was a hand scramble. It was a made up scramble, but I'm working on a method. I hope I complete it. But yeah, so I think that 4x4. I think 4x4 is a regular speed event. I feel like that 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, Mega Minx, these are called endurance events. So yeah, that's my opinion.
But yeah, like each person's gonna have a different say on what is a big cube. I think that we can all agree that 7 and 6x6 are big cubes.
Yeah.
I think everybody agrees on that. These are the big cubes. But 5x5 is the one that's up for debate. Like, is this really a big cube or is it a normal cube? Because usually you wouldn't solve 5x5 at the same time as 6x6 and 7x7.
I'm doing 6x6 right now.
When you're talking about like with the events at the same time, because at most smaller competitions you would have 7x7 and 6x6 at the same time, and then yeah, you just solve them at the same time. But then 5x5 is its own event, or it has its own time slot. Then same thing with 4x4.
6x6 is slow. That's 1 minute 20, I think, around that mark for the best people in the world.
Yeah, and then like we said before, it depends on what way you're solving it. If you're solving it with blindfold, then 5x5 is considered big blind, and 4x4 is considered big blind. And then you obviously don't have 2x2 blindfolded, so you can't do that.
So now we move on to the third segment, and also the last segment that I will be a part of. And that segment is what I would call what events are a must at a speed teaming competition. Like what events are a must. I did talk about this system. I did talk about this tier system that I had in my head. But what events, people in the chat who are watching this live on YouTube, they can also say what they think events are like necessary. So what's the difference? What's the difference between a main event and a side event? And yeah, that's basically it. Because I feel like sprint events, Scube is not a must, but it's almost becoming a must. And then Pyraminx is a must. 3x3 is a must, 2x2 is a must, 4x4 is a must.
Yeah.
That's
but
it. That's
2x2
it,
and
in my
3x3
opinion.
are always a must, unless if you're doing something else. And tomato cubing
4x4
right here,
is a must.
he says 3x3 and 2x2 are must.
Just that. Just it. Because I think it's 3x3, 2x2, Pira, and 4x4.
And 4x4, yeah. And those are the ones that most people do. That's how I think about it. Like, which ones are the most popular? Those are 3x3, 2x2, 4x4. Pira and Scoob are actually pretty popular as well.
It's really weird because I've been to so many competitions, and I've been to, I think, what is it, like 6, 7, I don't know, competitions, and only two of them had 4x4, which was just very weird because I really like 4x4, and I know that many other people also like it and almost always compete in it. So I don't understand why most competitions just don't do 4x4, especially in Sweden, because it is, in my opinion, a necessary event.
Yeah, I agree. Like, unless if you're doing something like Stockholmsligan, where you alternate the schedules or what events are on the schedule every competition, because it is a league, and these competitions happen like bi-weekly, I think.
I think they have to change something though, because I think that they should instead of having the point system that they have right now, they should have this thing where 3x3 has its own point system, 2x2 has its own, 4x4 has its own, in my opinion.
But that's a topic for another day. This is what events are a must.
This is what events are a must.
But I would say, like I said, 3x3 is absolutely needed at a competition, unless it is a only blindfolded competition. If it is an only blindfolded competition, then of course you need to have 3 blind, 4 blind, 5 blind, multi-blind. But if it's just a regular competition, yes, you need to have 3x3 all the time. And then I would say 2x2 you should also have all the time. Those are my locks for you should have this every single time. But then I have Pira Cube. Those two events should be at all competition because they're very popular events. Then when it comes to other events, like niche events, like Blinden, FMC, those you should have them at, well, at least like one competition in your region per year, at least. But
no, more than that.
Or yeah, more than that, especially for 3 blind, which is getting very popular now, actually. So 3 blind is almost moving in, and FMC, yeah. But FMC is an hour long, so it's hard to get that into a schedule.
That's true.
But for 3 blind, I think 3 blind is moving up to the same level of Scoob and Pira. Not right now, but it is trending in that direction because there are a lot of people that are solving 3 blind at competitions.
Yeah.
But other than that, like Square One, I would say it's semi-niche event. Not a lot of people know how to do that, but it is still decently popular. And then we have what other events do we have? Clock. I think Clock should be pretty high on the list as well when it comes to frequency of it showing up, because Clock is one of the easiest events to learn. I mean, even my brother knows how to solve Clock, and he doesn't like cubes. So Clock, although most people, or Clock hate is real, it's like 50-50 split on should true. Clock be a WCA event, because it's not a cube. But
yeah, it's
it is made by Rubik, Mr. Rubik.
Yeah, but Clock was a very controversial thing when it was added. And in my opinion, it's still a little bit controversial, or very controversial even, because Clock is Clock. It's not a great event.
You can't have a +2 on Clock, but you can have a +2 on every other event, except for FMC.
Huh. But I think if you accidentally overturn a Clock, that should be a +2.
But what do you define as one move?
Like, if it's like anything, if it's
Because
only
you can
like
have 1 pin, 2 pin, 3 pin, 4 pin, and then you can also
if it's
have
solved,
one
if
move.
the cube is but if the cube is solved, but it's only like one
tick. I think we lost them. Yeah, I think we lost them. I'll remove them. Now you can only see me. But here we have tomato cubing in the chat. Let me bring that up. The order of priority, according to me, is 3x3. Of course, you always need 3x3. I agree with that. Then it's 2x2. Also agree with that. 3x3 and 2x2, the most popular events. That you have right. Then we have Pira and 4x4. Yep, that's sounds pretty good to me. And then Scube. Yes, that's good. And then Clock and OH. Oh, I forgot about OH. I think OH should be at a couple competitions as well. And then Clock. Yeah, Clock is popular. And it's easy to learn. So it's always good to have that. And then we have Scube. Yeah, Scube's getting really popular as well. Really easy to learn. Good there. Then we have 5x5, 3 blind, Mega Minx. Yeah, sounds about right. 3 blind, although it's kind of difficult to learn 3 blind, but it is getting very popular. There are a lot of people who are learning 3 blind. So that you have right. 5x5, of course, the n cubes are really popular. And 5x5, I would say, is the last size that most people will actually learn, because 6x6 and 7x7, they take so long for non-cubers. Maybe not non-cubers, sorry, but for beginners to learn. I know that for me, it takes over 10 minutes to solve 7x7, so I don't compete in it. And, well, yeah, I don't have time to practice that. And then we have, Mega Minx. Mega Minx is kind of popular as well, but it, once again, it's one of those events that's easy to learn but hard to get fast at. I solve in 5 minutes, so not one of my favorite events. And then we have 6x6, which is pretty good there. Then Square One. Yeah, Square One, very hard to learn, very hard to master. Not a lot of people are learning that. And then we have 7x7. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Then we have FMC. Yeah, I think FMC, 4 blind, 5 blind, and a multi. Those are in the right order there, because they take so long to do, especially for beginners. And you need a lot of time for that. So most competitions don't have time for all those events. So I think you have a good list there, Tomato Cubing. And Cube Inside is back. So let's get him up there again. There we have him. Cube Inside is back.
Yes. Okay. Hello. My computer just died, but I am going to leave now. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to say thank you very much for having me on the podcast, and I will be on my channel as I always am. Subscribe to me, please. I want to get to 100 by the end of this year, maybe even 200. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's been very nice to be on this podcast. I think some of my stuff will be edited out from it because I was messing around a bit during the beginning. But yeah, so if you're listening on Spotify or whatever, I would please check out the live stream, so you get to see like all of the fun stuff. Everybody, yeah, thank you very much for joining this live stream. I really appreciate it, even though it's not even my live stream. So yeah, thank you very much for having me on, Oscar.
No problem. And what you say? Guest on a future podcast? Is that on the cards?
Another podcast together.
Well, did you want to come on as a guest again?
Okay. So let's see now. If I want to come on as a guest again, yeah, probably, sure. Maybe sometime in the future you'll see my face again. Maybe season 2. I don't know. Maybe this season. I don't know. Maybe episode 5 or something. but you'll probably not see my face for quite a while now. Maybe not even on my own channel because I'll not be uploading that much. But
That's unfortunate.
that's unfortunate because I'm working on a video about drive-throughs on a different channel.
On drive-thrus, yeah.
I will use those like baby like cars through drive-throughs because that's just so much fun.
Barely seen.
Yeah, but thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
And guys, that was Cube Insight done for today on the podcast. From tomato cubing, who do you think will win Euros? First off, Euros is in the Netherlands this year. When is it? I don't know. It's in June, right? I think. But I think that Tymon Kolasinski will win the Euros. He's Polish, right? Yeah, he's Polish. Okay. Yeah. So my guess is on Tymon Kolasinski, number 1 in 3x3 at Euros. And if I choose a second place, I think second place will be Theodore Zedger, or I don't know how to say his name, but Theodore, I think he'll come second. And third place will be undecided on the bronze for 3x3. But for blind events, I think that the Swedish GOAT, Daniel Wallin, will get podium in 4 blind and 5 blind. But I don't think, I think he'll just miss the podium. Maybe a 4th place for multi. Russia is classified as Europe in WCA. Great. Then I'll go with Timofey Tarasenko as the bronze. Oh, it's not really medals, isn't it? But as third place on 3x3. Which country will win Nations Cup? Ooh, that's a hard one. Because there are a lot of good cubing nations. I'm trying to think who's actually. Poland has a good chance, I think, because they have Theodor Zedger, however you say his name. You have Theodore, and then you have Tymon. That's really good. What other Polish cubers am I forgetting? I don't know. Other than that, I think it's Poland who's winning the Nations Cup. Then we have Tomato Cubing here, who says Sweden will win. I mean, if Tymon has a big lockup and his an edge piece pops, then maybe Sweden wins, but we'll see. We got 3rd place in Denmark, 2nd place in Spain. Now we'll get 1st place in Netherlands. I mean, that would be good. That would be good. I think that Poland will spoil the fun for us. But who knows? Sweden does have some really good speed cubers, but I think Poland will have the edge. Phil Lucas, 1 Sweden, 2 Poland, 3 UK. That's a pretty good podium. I mean, if the Polish cubers Theodore and Tymon, if they have some problems unresolved, Sweden can definitely take that. But I mean, Poland is kind of stacked, so I think Poland has a big chance. But Sweden, Poland, I think those are the 2 countries that will be fighting for the top step on the podium. Guys, thank you for tuning in to the Plus 2 podcast, or Plus 2 Live if you're watching this live on YouTube. So be sure to subscribe if you're on YouTube, or follow the podcast if you're on Spotify. And yeah, thank you for watching, and be sure to check out the Boya Mini or any Boya product. If you want to get one, then use my affiliate link, which is in the description. And be sure to tune into the next Plus Two podcast or Plus Two Live. And I'll see you in the next podcast, live or video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. And Boya!